The big conspiracy, one which is most often overlooked in our hypersexualized society, is the power and importance of semen and how essential it is to preserve this vital fluid. There are many benefits of preserving semen. Our whole society is based around ejaculating as much of it as possible, and the means of shepherding that along, such as the heavy promotion of porn, masturbation, and the rigmarole of get educated, get a job, and then settle down as soon as possible by getting married, have been instituted in modern society at every level. We are indoctrinated to worship sex, and those without a sex life are outcast and treated in contempt in many countries, especially the Western ones. They are called losers. Suspicion is cast on their characters such as creep, pervert, closet homosexual, etc., and women are put on a pedestal and their promiscuous and degraded activities are encouraged. Who is doing this I am not sure about, but I am sure about their motives. Keep men from realizing their true potential and transcending their material desires, and especially the disease of lust and sexual desire, and achieving power and drive to change their lives for the better. We have been bombarded by sexual media, sexual overtones, innuendo, and sexual allegories in practically every direction we turn in throughout our whole lives. Removing the negative effects, the brainwashing, and the material contamination from our mind will take time, effort, perseverance, and discipline. But there are incredible gains to be had if one succeeds. Please preserve this vital fluid. Once lost, it can never be regained. It is the best and the simplest penance and austerity to be performed in this age. You don't need to go to a forest to meditate, to sit in an ice cave in the Himalayas for decades, to stand under a waterfall in the middle of a river or in a ring of blazing flames. All you need to do is stop sexual thoughts, sexual words, and sexual deeds. While it is harder than it sounds, it is still the simplest and best way to reach new heights as a man. The energy you will gain from retaining your seed will propel you to reach goals which you previously thought were unattainable. Semen exists in not only the gross form in the genitals, but also in a subtle form throughout the whole body. When we think sexual thoughts, that semen flows downwards and is converted into the gross form. But when we abstain from sexual thoughts and sexual activities, the semen is transformed into ojas, which is a spiritual, vital energy which gives us great benefits in all parts of life. A special nerve grows in the brain of one who has followed celibacy properly. It gives one the physical and mental faculties required for God realization. Also, the production of both gross and subtle semen stops completely in the body after 6 months of perfect celibacy, which makes accidental ejaculations through wet dreams impossible. One becomes extremely powerful in this state. I don't consider female attraction to be a benefit, as increased female attention means many lustful females trying to leech your energy and drain you of subtle semen and ojas directly. They will do all kinds of really unfair things and break the rules of society to gain your attention and engage you in pointless conversations, thus wasting your time. Beware of females. Know their true nature. Now I want you guys to be aware you will have females that will call you weak as well for not having sex, and one thing I learned is to stay away from them. If you walk in society today, you will see so many men drained of their life force. They just walking around with no energy, no motivation, etc. As a person that started semen retention, I've started to see so many men that just draining their life force and getting sick. It's crazy. Most men are sick because they're draining the important nutrients out their body and immune system and not even realizing it. I've seen doctors saying that ejaculating only releasing tiny bits of nutrients and you have nothing to worry about and you should keep ejaculating. That was a lie. I did my research and found out about the nutrients and other things in semen are very important for men. And you would tell men this and they would clown you for that. But it's okay. They'll learn when they're sick and drained of their life. I have a theory that most of men's problems today stem from ejaculating all their nutrients and all the other stuff inside semen. Society would tell them it's not. One way of telling a man that ejaculates daily is he will have fat fish eyes. Around his eyes will look weak and you would see dark circles. I can go on and on about releasing your seed. One thing that I'm doing is I'm not releasing my seed unless I'm procreating, and I'm sticking by that my whole life. I am 28 years old, and I want to say, don't focus on women when you are on retention. Build a foundation for yourself. Take care of yourself. You need to start taking your body and self serious. That big booty girl is not worth the nut. Let other men chase her. Focus on building something for yourself. You want a wife that's on her purpose and wants to build something for herself in life. One that's not on social media, one that's not pounding her face with makeup daily, one that's not trying to live up to society standards. I just want to say that there are females in the world that are exactly like this. They are rare to find, like diamonds, but you will find her.